It says a compound adjective is an adjective that contains two or more words. Okay, this is a compound adjective. For example, I live in an English-speaking country. She is a world-famous singer. And the last one, she has a big blue book. Okay, as you can see, there are some adjectives, some compound adjectives that are joined with a hyphen. And there are some others in which we don't know a hyphen. Okay, so we are going to see which of them are these ones. Here we have some differences between these kind of compound adjectives. For example, it says, I saw a man eating alligator. I saw a man eating alligator. What do you think is the difference here? Or do you think, is there any difference between these two sentences?
Yes, teacher, they have no difference.
Okay, so what is the difference?
In the first sentence, the alligator eats men, but in the second sentences, the person saw a man eating an alligator.
So you think that in the first sentence, the alligator is a man?
No, the alligator eats men.
Ah, okay, yes, yes. In the first sentence, we are describing the alligator, right? But in the second sentence, we are describing the action that the man is doing, right? So let's see here.
Can you repeat that, please?
In the first sentence, we are describing the alligator. Okay, a man eating alligator significa que es un cocodrilo que come hombres, un come hombres, okay, que come personas, ¿cierto? But in this sentence, as we don't have the hyphen, okay, we are describing the man, the action that the man is doing, okay? The man is eating alligator, right? Like, for example, in these two pictures. In this is a compound adjective. We have a hyphen here, okay? And in this one, we don't have a hyphen, so it's not a compound adjective, okay? It says a compound adjective is an adjective that contains two or more words joined by a hyphen, okay? So in this case, this is joined by a hyphen. They appear before a noun and act as a single idea, as an adjective that describes something, okay? These two words, they have only one idea, and we are describing this. We are describing this noun, okay? So that's why we have the adjective before the noun that we are describing. In this sentence, we are talking about how we saw a man who was eating an alligator. We are not describing the alligator in this sentence, okay? As you can see, the hyphen can make a big difference in the meaning of sentences, okay? So this is an adjective and this is not an adjective. Let's see some other examples. We have some adjectives, some compound adjectives, in which we can see an adjective and a noun. Okay, for example, last minute, full length, short term, long distance, high quality. Okay, so we have an adjective and a noun. Here we have some examples. I made a last minute decision to stay home. Okay, last minute decision. What do you understand for this? Last minute decision.
In a hurry?
Yes, in a hurry. You were in a hurry, right? Yes. The second one, it says most of their staff are on short-term contracts. What do you understand for this? Short-term contracts. So, what is short-term contract?
Without many terms?
Not exactly. We are talking, when we say short-term, we are talking about the time.
without too
Oh.
many conditions.
No, we
Like
are
for
not
a
talking
few
about,
days or a
yes,
month.
for a few days or for a week or for a month, but not, it's not a long-term contract, okay? It's not for all your life, for example, that you are be working here, okay? So it's a short-term contract for a few days, month, or weeks, okay? Here we create high-quality resources. As you can see, here we have an adjective, and we are describing the resources, okay? Then we have some other that are adjectives plus noun and ed. For example, here we have, they are the most kind-hearted drivers on the roads of any country. Okay, kind-hearted drivers. So these kind of adjectives finish in ed in the second word. Okay, for example, it means that they are not careful, kind-hearted. They are not careful. Okay, the drivers are not careful while driving. Let's see the next group of adjectives. We have some adjectives that are compounded by an adverb and a past participle verb. For example, this classroom is a highly lit room. Okay, brightly lit room. Brightly lit room. Then we have the next one. He is a well-known actor. Then we have the last one. They live in a densely populated city. Okay, so we have sometimes adverbs and the past participle form of the verb. Okay, here we have another group. Adjective plus the present participle. For example, good looking, long lasting, easygoing, tight fitting, quick thinking. Okay, so we have an adjective and a verb in the present participle form or in gerund. For example, the quick thinking staff got everyone to safety. Okay, as you can see, with this adjective, we are describing the staff. Okay, here we have another group, a noun and a present participle. Mouse watering, record breaking, time saving, English speaking. I used to live in a Spanish speaking country. Okay, as you can see, with this adjective, we are describing the country. And then we have the other one, adverb plus the present participle. It says, let's see, sorry, I don't know what happened here. Housework is a, sorry, I couldn't read. Housework is a never-ending task. Okay, as you can see, never is an adverb and ending is a present participle. Never-ending task. Okay, so we have all these kind of present, all these kind of compound adjectives. Okay, here we have a picture, and I want you to help me to describe. Do you know him? Do you know this guy?
Usher?
Usher,
Usher?
right? He's
I
Usher.
don't
He's
know.
a singer. He was a singer. He was very famous in the, I don't know, 90s, I guess. Okay, so we are going to use well-dressed to describe him. What can you say?
Well, no.
Again, please. Well-dressed.
We have to use that adjective in a sentence.
Yes.
Usher is a well-dressed person,
Okay.
singer.
Is a well-dressed singer or is a well-dressed person. Okay, so, or Usher is very well dressed in this picture. Okay, So some of these adjectives have a literal meaning. So it means that he is well dressed, right? But some of them have a figurative meaning. For example, in this picture, hot-headed, okay? Hot-headed. This is a compound adjective, and here we have a sentence. It says, Kanye West used to be a hot-headed man some years ago. Or I don't know if he continues being a hot-headed man, but it means that he doesn't think before speaking. Okay, hot-headed. Okay, no significa que su cabeza está caliente, ¿cierto? Sino que él no piensa antes de hablar o no se detiene antes de hablar. Okay, so there are some words that are literal and some of them that are metaphorical or figurative. Okay? Here we have some grammar notes that are very useful. It says, when the first part of a compound adjective is an adverb ending in ly, it is usually written as two words without a hyphen. For example, widely respected. As you can see in this compound adjective, the first word is an adverb. Okay, and it ends in ly. So when we want to compound an adjective with an adverb that finishes in ly, we don't need to use a hyphen. Okay? The second part, it says, a compound adjective form with an adverb other than ly type is usually hyphened. Okay? When it comes before the noun, it modifies. For example, this one. This is an adverb too. Okay? But it doesn't finish in ly. So, as the adverb doesn't finish in ly, we need to use an hyphen when we are composing an adjective. Okay? And then we have, when the compound adjective follows the noun, however, it is usually written as two words without a hyphen. For example, the man is very well known. Ok. Cuando vamos a hacer el ejemplo que teníamos en la diapositiva. He is a very well-known man, right? Como dijimos antes. Ok, vamos a utilizar este mismo ejemplo. Como dijimos antes, cuando nuestro adverbio, cuando tenemos un adjetivo compuesto que la primera palabra es un adverbio que no termina en L, Y, debemos utilizar un guión. Sí o sí, ¿ok? Pero esto es cuando lo que estamos describiendo está atrás del adjetivo compuesto. ¿Ok? Si se dan cuenta, en esta oración lo que estamos describiendo es el hombre, ¿cierto? Y el hombre está antes del adjetivo. Entonces, por esa razón, no utilizamos un guión. ¿Ok? Porque lo que estamos describiendo está antes. ¿Ok? En cambio, en esta situación, lo que estamos describiendo está después del adjetivo compuesto. Por eso es que necesitamos un guión. ¿Ok? Any questions about these rules that we have here? Okay, let's see. We are going to practice a little bit this.
Teacher,
Yes?
what's the difference when we are speaking?
What's the difference while speaking? What do you mean? In the pronunciation?
Yep.
No, we don't have difference. Well known. It's exactly the same. In the pronunciation, it's exactly the same. So maybe the position of the adjective could make a difference.
Okay.
Okay, so here we have compound adjectives are modifying phrases made up of two or more words that can be joined by a hyphen, appear as a single word, or appear as two separate words. As we said before, sometimes we need a hyphen and the adjective is a single word. And sometimes we don't need a hyphen, so we write the adjectives as two words, okay? Remember, when do we need to write a hyphen? Acabo de decirle, ¿cierto? La regla, ¿cuándo necesitamos escribir un guión? Sí o sí.
The first word is an adverb which ends with L or what?
When the first word is
End with, it's an adverb and end with L and Y.
ahí tenemos que poner o no tenemos que poner.
We have to use.
No.
Use that.
When the adverb finish in ly, we don't need a hyphen. Cuando el adverbio termina en ly, no necesitamos un guión. Pero cuando el adverbio no termina en y, sí necesitamos un guión. ¿Ok? Esa era la regla que vimos anteriormente. So, it says, 3 common patterns for compound adjectives in English are. So these are some of the patterns that we are going to follow, okay? The first pattern that we have here is an adjective plus a noun plus ed, okay? As you can see, our adjective in the first one is cool, okay? The noun in this is head. And then we have the ed part. Okay? So we have an adjective, we have a noun, and ed at the end. The same here. Gray is the adjective. Hair is the noun, and ed at the end. Kind is the adjective. Heart is the noun, and ed at the end. Okay, so this is the first pattern. Then we have the second one, the second pattern. We have an adverb and a past participle verb. For example, well is the adverb and dressed is the past participle verb. Widely is the adverb and respected is the past participle form of the verb. Then we have the other pattern. It says adjective, adverb, or noun plus the past plus the present participle. For example, good. What is this? What is good? What is good?
Good. Bien.
It's an adjective, right? Good is an adjective. What about fast? What is fast?
Adjective.
Adjective.
What?
Adjective.
It's an adjective. And then we have thought. What is thought?
And noun.
It's a noun, right? And then the following word can be a present participle or a gerund, a word or a verb with the ing form, okay? So here we have some adjectives, and I want you to write the adjective here and tell me if they are following pattern A, pattern B, or pattern C, okay? I'm going to